Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, The King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this update is for House of Nabeel. House of Nabeel is one of the Middle Eastern perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. They have a very massive, huge lineup in their portfolio, and I unboxed and reviewed few of the fragrances, and each time they impress me, especially for the price. So this one in particular is called Nabeel Ya Umri, which is this one. Beautiful red bottle, very heavy bottle, nice cap. The cap is basically wooden, and is 100 ml edible perfume, and is targeted unisex. So, and it is unisex to my nose. Everybody can wear it, man and woman, no problem at all. So this one is it's very hard to describe, and the reason is because there are humongous amount of notes and accords in here. Is one of those fragrances that if you want to read the ingredients only would take about 10 minutes, but I have to do it, so bear with me. But before I do that, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, you know what to do. Hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to make videos like this in future. Your help, your motivation will take this channel a long way, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you for your support, and let's go. So bear with me. As I said, there are about 100. Shall I read them, or shall I just tell you the gist of it? Anyway, I will tell you the gist of it, but the note breakdown is humongous. About 100 notes in here, which is comparable to old school perfumery, because in old school perfumery they had breakdown like this. They had massive amount, at least 50 to 60 notes in here. But at least about 60 notes I can see. So on top we got bergamot, lemon, lavender, geranium, peach, clove, tangerine, aldehyde, raspberry, rosemary, artemisia, myrtle, whatever that is, thyme, galbanum, mandarin, cut grass, fruity notes and green notes. In the mid we have caramel, citruses, rose, lily of the valley, jasmine, orange flower, patchouli, orris, violet, black pepper, cinnamon, caraway, basil, ylang ylang, orange blossom, agarwood, rosewood and floral. And this is not, we are halfway through. I apologize for that, but what can we do? And then in the base, eventually we got to the base, we have leather, oak moss, powdery notes, musk, vetiver, vanilla, labdanum, pine, amber, sandalwood, wood, cedar wood, and what a note breakdown that is. So as you can tell, this is a very complex, very layered, very multifaceted fragrance. It's just for the price, this is amazing. But there are few buts in here. The first thing first, you need to like your sweet fragrances, because this is very sweet, especially in the beginning. From the beginning, when it opens up to the mid, is around 8 to 9 in terms of sweetness. So it's very sweet. From 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around 8 to 9. Later on it subsides a little bit, not much. From mid to the end will be like 6 to 7 in terms of sweetness. So it's still very sweet. So you need to like your sweetness. You need to love your sweet fragrances. The other thing is, this is, as you can tell, this is very layered, very complex. So this is definitely not for young noses. This is definitely for mature nose, for people who've been around fragrances for a while and they know what they're doing. It's quite from time to time it gives me French perfumery, and from time to time it gives me Middle Eastern perfumery. So it's an amalgamation of French and Middle East. So it's not a Middle Eastern per se. It's not just purely Oriental. It's got so many facets to it. It's just from time to time you think, okay, I smell this, I smell that, and so on. It just keeps changing and changing. It's amazing. For a price under 20 quid, this is a bargain. In terms of performance, it's very, very good. On my skin went over 8 hours, and on t-shirt went over 10 hours easy. So this is very good performance, again, for a price that is amazing. So in terms of season and where to wear it, this is all year round. You can use it in warmer weather, cooler weather, no problem. Just control the trigger. In warmer weather less, in cooler weather more. In terms of occasion, definitely, any occasion. This is dress it down, dress it up, formal, informal, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, anything you want. Just basically one of those, like a Swiss knife fragrances. Is good for almost anything, from wedding to just going to the supermarket. It's that good. It's very, very versatile, and also it's very good if somebody likes this kind of fragrance. It's very good for somebody as a signature scent, because it's very, very good. Again, in terms of perfume, it's very good. The only thing is the first 10 minutes to also 10 to 15 minutes. There is a rush of all of those notes together fighting for supremacy, and it could be a little bit sharp, and also a little bit on the harsh side, just tiny bit, not much. It's not huge, So first 10 to 15 minutes you have to bear with it. As I said, it's just a rush of all those notes, and they want just, some of them are fighting each other. And it could be a little bit sharp, and it could be a little bit harsh, but after 10-15 minutes it settles and it becomes a gorgeous fragrance. So I'll give you the gist of it. 3 main player here is the sweetness, second is the spices, and third is the woodiness. From mid to end it gets very, very woody. So oud, I don't get that much oud, but I get woods. I get definitely cedar, I get the sandalwood, definitely. I get maybe a little bit of gaiac wood, definitely, but oud I'm not getting that tiny amount, if there is any. It is quite musky at the end, is again as well. So it's just basically so many things in here that I am lost for the words. In the beginning, when it opens up, it's very, very citrusy, so it's super citrus, super fruity, super sweet. And that super fruity, sweet, and the citruses are there for maybe half an hour or so, and then slowly will these things subside, but they stay a little bit longer, but they subside. And then the spices and also the herbal and the green aspect will take over. So it's very, very green, it's very herbal, it's very grassy, and also sweetness still there, very sweet, almost sweet caramelly. So it's from time to time like a caramel, chocolate, tiny bit of coffee will come up and say hello to you, but it's not permanent apart from the sweetness. Sweetness is always there. So then we go to the mid. The mid is dominated by florals. The florals are huge in here. There are so many florals, from lily of the valley to orange blossom to rose to jasmine to what else, violet, iris. By the way, it's very, very ylang ylang. By the way, it's very, very peppery in the beginning as well. It's got some peppery, making it a little bit of those fizzy side of things. And also the aldehyde and those pepper, giving it a little bit of fizziness in the beginning, but again for maybe 10 minutes or so. Then it goes to the dry down is dominated by the woods, and also the woods are the biggest player, and then after that it would be the florals, and after that spices, and also herbal notes, and then vanilla at the end. So the sweetness a little bit subside, as I said, maybe it goes around 6 or 7 instead of beginning 8 to 9, but always there from beginning to end is always sweet, and like a caramelly sweet tinge to it. Overall it's very, very good, but because it's so many layers in here, so many notes and so many facets and nuances and angles, and it just keep changing and changing, not changing much, but it keeps giving you different dimension of it. It says hello and different things come up and says hello and go back again to the background. So for that, it's superbly done. To me, this is a no-brainer. I really enjoyed it. I wore it for the last 2 days, and each day I was just mesmerized by it. Just all these notes coming in and out, in and out. But as I said, the main biggest players are the ones I mentioned anyway. But there are so many nuances. I could speak about it for another hour and we won't do it justice. So it's one of those fragrances that's super complex, super layered, many facets to it, many nuances to it, and for that you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. I would guess majority of people will like this, not many people will dislike it, but because it's got so many facets and many layers, and also from time to time it goes towards French perfumery, and from time to time it goes towards the Middle Eastern and also Oriental perfumery. It just basically is one of those fragrances you need to know what you're buying. Although under £20 it doesn't break the bank, but I think it's worth every penny. I highly recommend it. 2 thumbs up. Apart from the 10-15 minutes from the beginning, which is a little bit on the harsh side and a little bit on the sharp side, the rest of it is to, I won't say to die for, but it's very good. It's superbly done. Well done, Nabil, for making such a beautiful fragrance for such a affordable price. Okay guys, as always, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, you motivate me to make videos like this in future. Your help, your motivation will take this channel a long way, and I appreciate that very much. If you want to buy one of my own fragrances, they are out of this world. They are super artistic, ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money, but you need to live in United Kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave them in the links as well. Thank you very much, and I see you later. Bye.